Japanese women are obliterating feminism. And you guys know how I feel about feminism. Fucking hate it. Feminism is fucking gay. Feminism is bullshit. Get straight into it, mate. Let's get straight into the party. I'm ready.
Japanese golfer Nao Matsushita explains how a lot of women in Japan actually wish to be housewives.
A Japanese golfer.
Terrible day for...
I'm intrigued already.
For Veil Guard people, as we have Japanese golfer Nao Matsushita explains how a lot of women in Japan actually wish to be housewives, despite what the media tells them.
Fucking based! Absolutely based. Unfathomably. Inexplicably. Well, it is kind of explicable. Japan is, I would say, fairly traditional.
According to...
Actually, very traditional
to her,
country.
If husband makes enough money, women should be allowed to stay home and raise families. Before we watch the...
Yeah, I mean, you would think that that's like a good thing, right? But women have been absolutely brainwashed into thinking that, oh no, that's not a good thing. Actually, get a career and grow old and try to have kids when you're fucking 35.
Almost 20-second long clip. Let's unpack.
Sleep with as many men as you want. You're a businesswoman.
The subtext here.
An entrepreneur.
Real briefly. Despite what the media tells them, implying that, yeah, even in Japan, the media demonizes women staying home and having children and
which is crazy. I would never expected that in Japan.
Wanting to raise families.
Yeah, I think I underestimate how global this propaganda is.
Families. No, instead of fixing your population crisis in that manner, you got to fully open up your borders and accept any migrant, no matter how violent they may be, no matter how much they don't want to integrate into
fucking base. She said all this.
Your society. No, you got to accept them, and also
Japanese golfers like that.
So pay for them. That's the real way of solving the population crisis. Right. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? So I'm going to play the clip once, and then I'll play
is that Hirohei saying that? Okay.
It's short enough that it should work out.
女性が働くのが当然みたいな風潮になってると思うんですよ。
女性は本当は専業主婦をやりたい子が本当に多くて、働いて家事もして育児もしてっていうのをやりたいっていう女性って本当一部だと思うんですよ。本当は男性の稼ぎがあればそっちでこう養ってほしいというか、マスコミややっぱ政府がそういう風潮にしてるなっていうふうに思ってます。
There you go. Subtitles provided by Haruka Awake on Twitter.
Absolutely
based. Actually, remove myself there. So we got, I feel like it's becoming a trend where it's considered natural for women to work. In reality, there are actually many women who want to be full-time housewives and women who want to work while doing housework and raising.
I mean, how many, we've been seeing, quite a bit of, women going on TikTok and recording their little TikToks talking about like, oh man, I hate this shit, man. I just want to be a stay-at-home housewife, man. I don't want to work anymore. I just want to stay home and fucking raise kids. Fuck this shit, man.
Children are a minority. Ideally, if the man's income is enough, they'd want to be supported by that. Or rather, I feel like the media and the...
Yeah, I mean, 100%. Again, like, if it's within your power, like, if you're making enough money, why, yes, you should, again, at the end of the day, it's a decision that, both parties can make together. But I think that if the man is making enough money to where they can support the family on that one income, yeah, the wife should stay at home and raise the child.
Government 1000% are creating that kind of false trend. Now, of course, women are going to go about that.
Why do you think the birth rate? There's a lot of factors to why the birth rates are declining, right? But one of the big ones being economy, right? But another one, right? Again, there's multiple factors, right? Again, there's multiple different factors. But I think the death of the nuclear family is one of the biggest reasons, right? It's up there in the top 5 of why you're seeing birth rates declining, right? Because, women are told, no, actually, you don't want to start a family when you're young. You want to, go to college for a couple of years, focus on your career, queen, and, you can have kids when you're fucking 35 or some shit like that,
Their respective lives in various different ways. The issue is this feminist rhetoric of demonizing any women who wish to focus more.
Yeah, if women, I thought it was all about choice, right? I thought it was all about, empowering women to make their own decisions, but no, I mean, if a woman expresses the desire to be a traditional housewife, they're called a pick-me, they're called all this other bullshit.
Or on raising children
fucking
to
retarded
any capacity, and how that rhetoric is being pushed so much by authoritative figures in the media and government. There's also issues with how that rhetoric has oversold women a false premise and contributed to mental health issues. For example, as those talking points have proliferated in the States, women have, on average, been suffering from declining mental health. Now, I'm not saying that's the sole reason, but it certainly should be a factor of consideration. Let me know what you think.
It's definitely a factor, right? And again, right? I mean, these are fairly complicated issues, right? These aren't black and white issues where you can point to one or two things. No, I mean, these are issues that have multiple different things contributing to it, right? But I mean, that's definitely one of the factors to why women are struggling with mental health. Just as much as men are struggling with mental health, right? Women are being told, and it's completely natural for women to want to be caretakers, right? They are the caretakers. They are the nurturers, and they're being told that no, actually, that's bad. You can't be a nurturer. You can't be a trad wife and, just stay home, take care of the household and raise kids. No, you can't do that. You have to, go get a bullshit degree in fucking, I don't know, women's studies, Chicano studies, fucking, gender identity studies or some other useless, retarded degree. And, start a business, be a businesswoman, and, have kids somewhere down the line, and, can't have kids, oh, well, become a cat lady.
Think about the latest. Thank you for tuning in. Have a wonderful week ahead, and I'll see you in the next one.
Well, chat, what did we learn? Get you a trad wife from Japan. Fucking based, absolutely giga based. I didn't know their golf players were that fucking based. What the helly? I need to get me a fucking a Japanese golfer. What the helly? I didn't know they were that based. Man, there you have it, chat. Get you a trad wife from Japan. Really, honestly, you can literally choose really any country that isn't a Western country, and I mean, maybe not Africa as well. No Western, no African country. But you can get a trad housewife. Basically, most countries that haven't been brainwashed by the retarded bullshit of feminism. And, most Asian countries do fall into that category. Look at that. Ain't that some shit?